So hello everyone, my name is Pranav and I am a legal intern in Lexis and Companies. In today's video I am going to talk about the stages of crime in Indian criminal law. In this video I am just going to give a brief overview about the same. So in Indian criminal law, the stages of crime involve various steps from the commission of the offence to its final resolution. So the first aspect which I am going to talk about today is the intention. The first stage involves the intention or mental state of the accused to commit a particular crime. Intent refers to the purpose or desire to carry out a criminal act. The second one I am going to talk about is preparation. This stage involves the planning and gathering of resources or tools necessary to commit the crime. It may include actions such as acquiring weapon, disguises or any other materials required for an offence. The third one is attempt. It is a stage in which the accused takes direct action towards committing the crime but fails to complete it due to some external factors or interventions. An attempt involves a substantial step taken towards the commission of the offence. So now talking about commission, the commission stage occurs when the accused successfully carries out the criminal act as intended, the offence is completed and the victim's rights are violated. So now talking about discovering and reporting. After the crime has been committed, it may come to light through various means such as the victims reporting the incident to the police or the police discovering the offence through investigation or other sources. So now talking about investigation, once the crime is reported or discovered, the police initiate an investigation. This stage involves collecting evidence, interviewing witnesses, examining the crime scene and gathering information to identify and apprehend the accused. So now talking about the arrest. After the investigation, if the police have sufficient evidences and reasonable grounds to believe that the accused is responsible for the crime that is committed, they may make an arrest. The accused is taken into custody to ensure their presence during the legal proceedings. So now coming to the trial stage. The trial stage involves presenting the case before a court of law. The prosecution and defense present their arguments, evidence and witnesses to establish their respective positions. The court examines the evidence and decides on the guilt or innocence of the accused. So now talking about judgment. Following the trial, the court delivers its judgment either convicting or acquitting the accused. If convicted, the court imposes an appropriate punishment based upon the severity of the offence and relevant provisions of the law. Now talking about appeal. If dissatisfied with the judgment, either the prosecution or the defense may file an appeal in the higher court. The appellate court reviews the case and may uphold, modify or reverse the lower court's decision. So now talking about execution or sentence. If the accused is convicted and sentenced, the punishment specified by the court is carried out. The nature and execution of the sentence depended upon the type of offence and the provisions of the law. So now talking about post-conviction remedies. After the conviction and completion of the sentence, the accused may have the opportunity to seek post-conviction remedies such as filing for parole, applying for pardon or communication, or challenging the conviction through appropriate legal procedures. So now I am going to conclude this video, and if you guys have any doubt regarding this topic, you can just ping me in the comment box and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much and have a nice day.